Hello viewers, we are back with another video. We are going to take Leetcode 238 product of array except self. So the problem statement goes like we will be given an array of integers num and where we have to return answer array such that each of the values inside answer of I is equal to product of all the element except the num value at that particular location. So we'll try to understand this with the example. So in answer, if I talk about this particular value, what will be the answer at this position? We have to take the product of every other number except this number. Then what it is? It is 24. That's why it is 24. If we talk about 2, we have to product other numbers, that is 12. We don't have to take 2 then. If we exclude 3, then it is 8. If exclude 4, then it is 6. So this is what our answer is. So, and also in the statement, they have told that we can't use the division operation because one very simple approach to solve this would have been that we can take the product of all the numbers. That is here, if we say it is 24, and then if we divide each of the number, then we can just exclude it from the product, right? If I'm dividing it by 1, then I get 24. So I get the answer. If you divide 24 by 2, then I'm excluding 24. So I got 12. But we can't use it. So it is not allowed. So how we can find out then? Because we need all the product except that number. So if we observe it carefully, we need to get the product. So there can be number which will be on the left hand side of it. Like in this case, we have some number. If we talk about 3, we have some number on the left hand side and we have some number on the right hand side. We have to take the product of all. But we like in one direction or in one part, we can take product of all of it. That will be 2. And in another part also, we can take the product of all of the numbers separately. That is 4 here in this case. And then we can multiply them and we can get the answer. So now this problem statement becomes simpler that we can find two products, left products of numbers and the right product of numbers except that number, and then we can just multiply them. Now comes how we can find the left product or right product individually. So if I talk about finding the left product individually, we can start from the left hand side. For suppose the number 1, there is no number before it, so what will the product till this number? It will be 1. Now if we talk about 2, what is the product till 2? So it will be 1 because earlier it was 1 and the number we saw is 1. If we come here, what is the product till now? That should be 2 into 1. So we can just keep on iterating from the left side and keep the product in some variable called running product and store the product which is happening. But we are getting the values at each point. Like here it was 1, here it is again 1, here the value of product would be 2 because 1 into 2 is 2. So we are getting multiple values at multiple places. So we need to store each of the values at each of the location inside an array. Similarly, we can do the same while we can iterate from the right hand side and we can get the right product. So basically we need two things. We need array to store the values of at each position. So we need one array for left product and one array for right product, and also we need a variable called running product which will be having the product of all the numbers which we have seen so far. Like we'll start from the left. First product is 1 by default, then we saw 1, so product is 1, then we saw 2, then product is 2, when we saw 3, then product is 6. So we'll keep on multiplying and we'll keep on updating this running product. So let's see this in action. So if we have this nums array, so running product by default will be 1, right? On the left hand side there is no number, so running product is 1 by default. The value of product in the first place would be 1. Now we have seen a new number called 1, so this will get updated. The running product will get updated and it will be remaining as 1 only because the number itself was 1. Now we saw 2. What is the running product so far? Running product so far is 1, but we need to update the running product. So what was the running product before? That was 1, and what is the number we got now? That is 2. So the new value will be 2. Now we come here at this location. What is the running product we have seen so far? Running product so far is 2, and we need to update the running product. So the previous value was 2 and the current number is 3, so it will be 6. Now what is the running product so far at position 4? So far it is 6 and we need to update this value. So we should update this by taking the previous value and then multiplying with the current value. So this is 24. So running value is 24. Now we should have taken another number, but we have taken all the numbers. So we have ended the loop because we will be looping till the number length. Now our left product is all done. Now we will be doing the same for right product. So before calculating the right product, we have to update this running product with 1 again, because now while we were iterating from the left hand side, we have taken the product of all the numbers inside, that is 24. So our calculation might go wrong because obviously we have taken all the sum of we have taken all the product of the numbers inside the array. So we have to reset this to 1. Now on the right hand side of 4 there is no number, so default value is 1. And what is the running product? We need to update it. What we have seen the number 4, so we need to apply previous value with the current number. So running product is 4. Now what is the value at 3? At value at 3 is 4. So running product at 3 is 4, and we have to update this to 4 into 3. So this will become 12. Now at this position the value will be 12, and we have seen 2. So we will update this 12 with 2. So this has become 24. Now here what is the value at 1? So value at 1 would be 24, and we will update this running product previous value into current number. So this will become 24. Now after this 1 there is no number on the left hand side, so we can't use it any further. So this is the final usage of it. Now what we have to do, we have to individually multiply them to get the answer. So this will get multiplied to become 6, this will become 8, this will become 12, and this will become 24. So this is our answer. As you can see, this is what we got the answer, right? So this is how we are going to solve it. So this was the algorithm we are going to follow. We will have two arrays, left and right. We'll be keeping all the values at each of the position, and then finally we will be multiplying them to get the answer. Now also we will be doing some space optimization, because we might try to solve it without using these two extra arrays. But before that, we'll try to solve it with this approach, and we'll try to optimize it. So let's come and code with me. We need to have left array, right array, and answer array. So we'll get three arrays created, and after creating these three arrays, we need to have a running product variable, because we will be storing whatever number we have seen. We have to store the product of all those numbers. So for that, we need another variable called product or running product. Anything is fine, and we can initialize it with 1, because we have seen whenever we are starting either from the left hand side or on the right hand side, we have not seen any number till then. I mean, we have not seen any number by the time we start on the left hand side or on the right hand side, so the product remains as 1 by default. So we'll move forward, and we'll create we will be looping through each of the numbers, and we will be taking the product. So we will take from first value to the last value, and each at each of the location, whatever product we have accumulated, we will keep it in the value first, and then we'll have to update the product, because whatever number we have seen, right? First we have started with a number. We don't have to take that number into the product consideration. So that's why we are directly storing the product so far. So that's why first we are taking the product, and then we are updating the value. So now after taking the value, we are updating the product, so that in the next iteration we have the product updated. Same thing we can do for taking the right hand product. But before doing that, we need to reset the product, because we would have taken the product of all of the numbers while we have iterated from left to right. So that's why we are resetting the product by 1 again. Now we will be looping through the array from the right hand side, and we will be taking the number one by one, and again we'll be doing the same thing. So initially, to start with, product is 1. So at the first position, we'll directly keep the value whatever product we have got and whatever number I have seen. So right now I'm seeing the nums of I, right? So I need to update my product accordingly. So now I got the left product and the right product. Now I have to do the product of this left and right and get the answer. So I'm doing product of left and right, and now I get the answer. At the end, I just need to return the answer, and this should work fine. As you can see, this works fine, and we can improve the space complexity, as I was telling that we are going to improve it. So if you remember what we were doing, we are using this left array to store the value at each of the position in the array, right? Whatever answer we are getting. So why to use left? Can't we use answer directly? That will be quite handy, right? Because anyhow that's an empty array. We can store all the left hand and left hand product in that, right? And now since we are not using left anymore, so I can just update the left position with left array with the answer array, because answer array is having all the left values. Now let's see if this there is any issue with this. No, there is no issue. So this works fine. Right now we don't need this left array. If we carefully see, we don't even need this right array, because as you can see, all the left values we have stored in it in the answer array. Now we are moving forward from the we are moving from the last, we are moving from the last, like we are coming from the backward to the front, back to the front, and we are getting the value. So at each of the position I, as you can see here, we are having the value, we are having the value in the product variable. Like this product is the having the value at that particular location, that at position I to start with. Just take this example, we are at the end of the array, and what is the value at this present movement? The present movement, the value is 1. So I can using that value and storing it here. So why to store it? We can just directly calculate answer here. So maybe what we can do is, we need the left value and the right value, right? We need exactly this. Let's copy this. We need this thing. So we know that our answer is having the left value, and the right value is the value which is there in the product itself, because product is holding the product so far. So product so far is having the value of product only. Now we can remove this thing. This is not needed. We what we are doing, we are keeping the answer, and this answer of I before is having the value of the left product, and this product is the running product now, right? And now I need to update, we have to keep updating this product as well, so that is needed. So now I don't need to reiterate and do the individual product of left and right. So let's see if it works. So this works too. Now we'll submit it and see if it working fine. So as you can see, this got submitted and this works very fine. I hope you like the video. Please share the video with your friends and hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done it. Thank you. Take care. See you in the next video.